It does not define you, nor does the number on the scale define you. My name is Stacey. I'm determined to overcome obesity and live life to the fullest. I post new videos every week, so make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you know when the next video is coming out. In today's video, I am going to be talking about weighing yourself, the pros, the cons, and a quick review of the scale that I use. I'm going to say this up front. The scale is a tool. It does not define you, nor does the number on the scale define you. You are the one who defines yourself. You define how you live your life, and you define the choices that you make. And if you don't like the number that's on the scale, as much as you might not want to hear this, as I myself did not want to hear this, you're the one who's responsible. And the good news is that you can do something about it. Before I started my weight loss journey, I pretty much only weighed myself whenever I had to, which meant when I went to the doctors. And even when I was there and I got off the scale, I would make some sort of joke like, "Oh, the sweater I'm wearing is so heavy," as if the sweater really had anything to do with my weight. I'm going to get real with you though. The real reason why I didn't like stepping on the scale and weighing myself, because it seemed like the scale was more like a mirror that was showing me what I didn't want to see. That I wasn't taking care of myself or loving myself the way that I knew I should. I really had some things that I needed to confront within myself, and I didn't want to see that or feel that responsibility, so I stayed away. And if you're in that same spot and you stay away from the scale because you know that there's a responsibility or things that you need to confront, please, if you don't have anyone else in your life to say this to you, let me be that person. Stop running away from the things that you know that you need to adjust in your life. Take the time for yourself to confront it, to take that responsibility and do something about it. I promise you, there is so much freedom when you confront those things in your life that you know that you really don't want to have there, and you do what you need to overcome it. Do that. Do that for yourself. Truly, it is the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself. And even it impacts your family, your kids, the people around you, and even people that maybe you don't know. Acknowledging that you're overweight can be a hard thing to swallow. I know that it was for me, especially because I didn't want to be overweight. But acknowledging it is one of the first steps you can take to doing something about it. And you can change it. You can do something about it. And the scale can actually be your friend throughout your journey, if you so choose. This is my experience with weighing myself and using the scale. Everybody is different, so you need to make sure that you know yourself and you do what is right for you. So without further ado, here's a quick review. I like that, how it rhymed. So without further ado, here's a quick review on the scale that I used. So the scale that I used is a Fit Index right here. I got it off of Amazon for a little under $30 or so. I will put a link to it in the description down below so that you can check it out for yourself. I have loved this scale. I've used it for almost 2 years now, a little bit over. It takes AAA battery. And I've only had to change the batteries like 2, maybe 3 times, and I've used this scale almost every day throughout all of my journey. It's a smart Bluetooth scale, and so what's really awesome is that there's actually an app that you can download on your phone, and it will track your weight and all of your different measurements and stuff like that. And I love that because I can go back through and I can see this is how much I weighed on this day 14 months ago or whenever, and I just absolutely love that. Like, I know forever now the first day that I weighed under 200 pounds. And that's another thing that I love about this scale is that it weighs to the decimal. So I weighed, I think the first time I weighed under 200 it was like 199.8, and I was like, I'll take it! Yes, I'll take the under 200. It's really overall an excellent scale. It also measures your body fat percentage and your BMI and a couple of other things that I really didn't use this scale for, so I don't know how accurate it was, but because I weighed myself every day, I definitely saw that with this scale it seemed very accurate in my weight. And so I definitely recommend it. Go get it for yourself on Amazon. When I started my weight loss journey, I weighed myself every single day. Every morning at about the same time with no clothes, after I went to the bathroom, I weighed myself. And I weighed myself every day for a few reasons. I really found weighing myself and using the scale to be a tool of accountability. I knew that if I wasn't eating according to my plan, that I would see it on the scale, and I responded really well to that. I didn't want to see my weight or the numbers go up, and so I stuck to the plan so that I could see the results that I was wanting. This is why I say that it's so important that you know yourself and what motivates you. I also weighed myself every day to see the impact of the foods that I was or was not eating. And if you're serious about losing weight, I'd say it's so important for you to know how different foods impact your body. Honestly, whether you're losing weight or not, it's just important for you to know so that your body can work the best that it can. I had a pretty small list of foods that I was eating and was able to see pretty easily with the scale which foods would cause me to gain weight and which foods I could easily lose weight on. I learned very quickly that when I ate flank steak that I would gain weight, and when I would have fish or chicken, I could easily lose weight with that. Again, this was my own body. I can't guarantee you the same results. You need to know your body for yourself. And using the scale is one of those ways. I also weighed myself every day because it helped me to stay focused. It was and still is a daily reminder to myself to take good care of my body. Because of this, I even took the scale on our honeymoon cruise because I wanted to continue with my weight loss journey and didn't want to get distracted by all of the cruise food that we know is really delicious. Little did I know that scales don't really work on rocking boats. But I still tried, and I actually ended up losing weight on the cruise rather than gaining a bunch. Hey, maybe I should do a video about that. What do you guys think? How to lose weight or not gain so much weight on a cruise? Let me know down in the comments below if that's a video that you'd be interested in. Another great reason to weigh yourself every day is that it helps you to get to know your body. Since I've weighed myself so frequently, I can tell you just about how much I weigh. Maybe it sounds silly, but I have learned the difference within my body how much 163 versus 167 feels. Either way, no matter what number the scale shows, whether it goes up or down, choose for it to be something that is positive for you and motivates you. The scale only becomes something negative when you allow it. Now, it can be disappointing when you don't see the scale moving or you see the scale moving in the direction that you don't want it to go. And I have been there before. I know for me, there was a period of time when I was really struggling mentality-wise, and the scale showed it. Even with the positive encouragement from my husband, I had gotten to a place where it disappointed me a lot to see the plateau or the different gains that I was having. And I needed to readjust my mindset. It was kind of like I was 1 foot in the weight loss journey and 1 foot out and just ready to be done and accomplish my goal. Man, I remember those days. So I decided to stop weighing myself. And it was the right decision for me at that time. And that's why you need to know yourself and also know that your mentality is what is so important and key in your weight loss journey. I was feeling the pressure to move the scale and had gotten focused more on the numbers than my why. That's why your why is so important on your weight loss journey. So with not weighing myself for a period of time, I started using Nonscale victories, which I will talk about in another video since this video is all about scale victories. After a few weeks, I started weighing myself again when I could mentally take whatever number I saw on the scale and use it in a positive way. I still weigh myself almost every day and I'm so happy that I do. And now if I find myself not wanting to step on the scale, I use it as a trigger to check my mentality and my mindset about how I'm taking care of myself. Instead of staying away from the scale like I used to, I confront it and I take care of it because I have learned over time the value in sitting myself down, checking my mentality, and truly living my life to the fullest the way that I want to. Which is why I started my whole weight loss journey to begin with. Throughout my weight loss journey, I've allowed my mindset to change and have learned to not be controlled by the scale. And truly, I let it be a tool that motivates me towards accomplishing my goal. I'd love to hear your thoughts about weighing yourself. how your weight loss journey, just hearing from you in general. So leave a comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, and remember that you define yourself, not the scale. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.